Coming from Cafe Bernie on the beautiful Indian Creek Waterway in mid-Miami Beach, Diego Cayolog. Beautiful afternoon.
Yes, excited about our guest.
Right?
I'm just like a seafood couple.
Yeah, this is the dynamic duo that, along with a lot of events throughout the year, they put on the annual South Beach Seafood Festival, and this year is number 13, Valerie.
Lucky number
and
13.
Todd.
Oh.
All right.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by.
Can you imagine? These guys are so busy and they're dropping in on this. I would not be showing up.
I'm in
here,
shock that they work together so well. Me and my wife, we can't work together. She either does or I do it. It's no.
We're together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have a good
Somehow or
time.
another it works.
I'm surprised you guys aren't having a drink.
You know what, Diego? I've known these guys for a long time, and I've never seen them mad at each other. I've never seen them angry, and they've gone through a lot of hectic.
You should come to our house.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Well, we have a good time together. We create fun. That's what we say.
Yep.
So it's no bad day out on there.
That's wonderful. Well, guys, congratulations. This year's number 13.
13 this year? 12?
Yeah.
13.
Wow.
13, and I believe the first year they did not have a chef showdown.
Correct.
Yeah, we just.
Second year,
Yep.
I've been with them since the third year, so we're talking about 2012, right?
Yeah.
I was with you guys on the third one, and
Wow.
they haven't been able to get rid of me since.
Ay, 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 the guy.
It
Someone
must
come
be
on.
cheap.
The first one we did it was just one block. We wrangled 10 restaurants together just at the very end to get it off. And it was so hot that day. And we had this little picket fence VIP area. And all I'm saying is, next year we got to get some AC out here. So we built this big pavilion and we went, wow, we got to build it. Friday night, we got to do something. And then Val sort of kind of came up with the competition part of it. And we did 3 battles that first year. And then we went to 6, and that's when you came on board.
Chef battle. You know how chefs love to. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're with another chef or a group of chefs, you're competing to see who's making the best dish. Anyways, let's start. I want to get through this really quick, Diego, because we got a lot to cover. We're going to start with Todd because we're doing age over beauty today.
Got it.
I'm the
All right.
oldest guy here.
So I'll be the last one to speak.
Todd, he comes from Michigan, came down here to go to University of Miami.
Wow, the dream.
All right, we're not going to give away his age, but it was in late 70s.
1978,
Right.
to be exact.
1978. He goes right to work as a dishwasher in a restaurant.
Right across the street.
Right across the street from UM, and work his way through,
Yeah,
through
college, for
university.
sure,
Yeah, from college.
Yeah.
Right away, he climbs that little corporate ladder, goes
Oh,
from
you go to
dishwasher.
valet, to waiter.
He was waiter, then he was the manager,
Yeah.
and guess what? When he graduates in 1983, he buys the place.
Nice.
Yeah,
This is true.
iconic spot. I don't know if you remember it, because I'm from over there. The Depot down in South Miami.
Back then, there weren't a lot of, fine restaurants here. You know, there was the Forge, and there was Joe's, and there was Vinton's in Coral Gables, and then there was the Depot. Those were the only real award-winning restaurants in town. And the Depot was one of them.
Yeah.
you
So
know?
he has the Depot until 1990. He operated it for 7 years. Obviously, did very well. And then you were able to sell it off.
Oh, some clown
Excellent.
came in and said, how much? Within 3 days, we had a deal, and it was all she wrote.
It was before your 30th birthday.
Yeah.
It was like,
I
I'm
just-
out.
30th birthday.
Oh, my God.
All right, so now he goes on to do what he really wants to do, which is throw events, nonprofit, do events really for the hospitality industry, right?
You have the hospitality in your blood, but I didn't want to get back into a retail space. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's not easy,
Well, it's tough on the family, too. You're never home for dinner,
Well, you're
right?
opposite everybody. Everyone's
yeah.
off work at 5, you're on. Everyone's off
that's-
on the weekends,
that's tough.
you're on. Everyone's off on holidays,
Yeah.
you're on.
Yeah.
So you find yourself opposite of everybody that you love
Yeah.
and everything that you want to do.
Yeah.
And it makes it tough.
That's rough.
So I said, how do we do something different? And, I work 9 to 5, and then we have our events, but there's only a few events that are on the weekends. A lot of the stuff that I first started doing was corporate and charity golf tournaments. And so those are always during the week. These guys are sponsored. They're taking the day off playing golf. So all my work was really during the week. I had my weekends off.
That's great.
And then I met...
So for the next 20 years, he has his own key to the Playboy Club. From the early 90s all the way fast forward to 2010, and now we're going to go to Valerie. 2009, Valerie's from Miami Beach.
Born and raised at
Went
Mount
to private
Sinai. Yeah, don't talk about, I went to private school. But My dad was a doctor for 40 years at Mount Sinai. We are Miami Beach family.
We love Mount Sinai.
Yes.
We're a Mount Sinai show.
She goes to work for the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce. I guess you're a young gal right out of college, maybe?
Right out
Early
of
20s?
college, I created the in-card program for the city of
Do
Miami
you
Beach.
remember that program?
She was trying to sell it to
It
me.
was awesome. So it was a discount program to be able to help get the residents in the doors of the restaurants. That was the whole thing. Get them in the doors.
You know, I don't know whatever happened to that. We were one of the first participants
Yes.
of the in-card program there on Lincoln Road.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we had so many restaurants involved and
So
hotels
that's a cool
involved. It was
concept,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that ever stopped. You know, local places like us, we don't have a real vehicle to go after locals here in Miami Beach. Basically, what they did was they handed out these back in the day, right? Before the
Yeah.
internet, before apps, you got a little in card. And with that in card, you know, different restaurants or retail places participated. And as a local, you got 15 or 20% off.
It was
It was
fantastic.
pick. You could get a free drink with your dinner, maybe a
Right.
free dessert, or
Different offers.
There was different offers. Every
Either way.
restaurant
And
had
we
their
worked
own.
very closely with the city of Miami Beach
Yeah.
to get the residents their cards, and then they could go out to the restaurants.
Yeah.
And I worked so much in the hospitality world with all the restaurants, helping them promote themselves. And I was doing 250 plus events a year for the Chamber of Commerce. I loved it. It was a great place to kick off my career.
You know what? We're members of the chamber, and I'm going to bring this up. I think
Yeah.
we need to bring that back. We don't have a vehicle to reach. And can you imagine if you were able to look? You want to give residents special treatment.
Yeah,
you really
you want
do.
the residents
You just
to
don't know how to
come.
reach them.
Well, I just think the restaurants need all the help possible right now, right? Any little
Well,
thing like
on top of that,
Listen,
too.
that's why we do all this. This
Yeah.
South Beach Seafood Festival, all these events that we do it because we want to help support our culinary
Yeah,
outlets.
So right away, Valerie, you become the marketing arm of the chamber, right?
Yes.
2010.
Yes,
And
loved
now,
it.
all right. So my understanding is that you're out looking for a job.
I had a
You-
job.
She was pitching
I
me
was
on the
pitching
in
him on the
card.
in card. I wanted him
Nice
to
move.
sponsor it. Then I was like, we need to do an event together because he was this amazing event producer. He worked for Alonzo Mourning doing Zoe Summer Groove. He was like the famous Todd Roy.
Oh, Jesus.
Hard Rock was his partner. He was so cool.
Now, Val-
and I wanted a job.
Val, did you want a job or did you just think he was hot?
I mean, look at him. He's so cute.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Awesome.
But
We had a lot of fun. We had a lot in common. We just had the same vision of what we wanted in life and to do
I
it.
must say, Diego, it's one of the most beautiful couples that I've met and worked together. They always look like they belong together. They're always giggling. They're always laughing. And they have two beautiful children that are kind of big. They're big boys already, right?
They're right there on the stage with
That's
you guys.
right.
They think they're judges. Don't worry. They're not actual judges.
They
They
have
think
no
they're
say.
They
so.
are.
They're 10 and 11, and they will try every dish out there. And
They had a burger recently somewhere, and the one looks at me and he goes, "Wow, the explosion of that flavor!" And I'm like, "Oh my god!"
How old is this kid?
He's 10.
All right, so 2012, you guys hook up. I guess you get the job. And
I wanted a job. He got a wife.
you-
It all worked out.
all right, so you go out, you get a liquor sponsor, and you go out and get the sponsor here in Miami Beach, Joe Stone Crab.
Yep. So we had a concept, and Todd was like, "There's no elevation of the kickoff to stone crab season. We're so known for stone crab season, and we're so known for our culinary outlets." And I loved Miami Beach. It's my home. And so that's how the South Beach Seafood Festival was created. We went to Breakthrough Beverage, who's our wine and spirits partner, and we said, we have this idea for you guys to get involved with the restaurant community down in South Florida. Sure. And then our second place was to go to the mecca of where stone crabs, the mecca of all mecca of stone crabs, the family at Joe's Stone Crabs, and Steve and Brian, who was their GM for a long time, and Andre. And this is an off time of the year.
Yep.
It's before season, and we wanted something to bring the culinary community
Yeah,
together.
there was something missing.
It was
definitely
something missing.
Yeah.
Bring the chefs out before they get too busy and nobody can leave their
Yeah.
kitchen for 6 months.
She came to me with this idea, and I said, "You are friggin' crazy
Yeah.
to be doing an event in October. It rains. There's nobody in town. What are you guys doing?" But then when you realize that it's really the return of the season, the return of the stone crab. Joe Stone Crab is the greatest restaurant, maybe in the world, definitely in this country, and it's the one special place that we have here.
Look, and
Yeah.
I see your event as the first big event for event season, right?
Yeah.
Because it's right after summer. Kids are back to school end of August, right? Everyone gets back in the flow in September, and I think your festival.
Well,
is
one
like
of the chefs the other night when we did that press bash was, he said to me, he goes, "This is the one that marks us to where now we got to get ready for the season.
I mean,
You know?
South Beach Seafood Festival started one day, one block, and all of a sudden 6,000 people showed up and we're like, wow, we've got an idea. We had 10 restaurants.
Yeah.
We are now 13 years later. We get 700 million eyeballs watching this event.
Yeah.
You know, the impressions for the destination as a whole, the sponsorship, the national brands. Like, I mean, our partners who have been with us since day one, Herradura and Jack Daniels, they have created this, and our presenting sponsors at Goya, they are the ones that have really helped us bring the dollars so that all of the restaurateurs can come out. We can afford to do this. We can have a lot of fun. And now we're 15,000 people, 4 days of events.
What's most important is that they're featuring local places.
Yeah. It's great exposure for these.
You know, there's other big festivals that happen during the season, but you know what ends up happening is that they end up bringing people from other parts of the country.
Yeah, very corporate.
And here, the Roys are featuring locals. They've spread out throughout the entire 305, not just Miami Beach. They got guys all the way down, Golden Rule, all
Yes,
the way down.
Golden Rule in Palmetto Bay. Shout out to Palmetto Bay. Golden Rule. We love our Golden Rule family. When I grew up, Cafe Avanti on 41st Street, I ate there almost every Friday with my family. And still to this day, you know, that's your favorite local spot. Like, I want to
Now,
find
Cafe
those
Avante
places.
participates in the festival?
Of
course they do.
We're doing in-restaurant dinners Wednesday and Thursday at some, you know, higher-end restaurants like Carbone and Prime 54, and that higher-end ticket so we can afford to, you know, support the weekend. We're doing Rayos and Catch, and we're doing a partnership with Pub-Belly. And then we're
Catch,
going
nice.
into Friday Chef Showdown, October
Right.
24th,
So,
and
Valerie,
Saturday
this
Festival.
starts on Wednesday, October 22nd.
Yep.
All right, if we want to find out more about this, it's
SoBeSeafoodFest.com. How many years have you been saying that? SoBeSeafoodFest.com. SoBeSeafoodFest.com.
You can buy tickets there. You can get all information. We still have tickets available?
Yes, we have. The dinners are sold out. So Wednesday night and Thursday night
Sorry,
are sold
dinners
out.
are already
Sorry.
sold out.
Yeah.
But Friday we have limited tickets left for Chef Showdown. It is we produce probably 100 plus events a year. It is my favorite night of the year.
That's a lot of
Friday,
fun.
October 24th.
Yeah,
20
that Friday is
chefs,
great, yeah.
10 battles. We have Herradura competitions. Pacifico has mixology competitions. It is like the ultimate.
It's high energy. And
ultimate
it's
high
really
energy
great.
night of like cooking live and like
On
the
Ocean
vibe
Drive.
on Ocean Drive. That's fun. And then
Yep.
Saturday, Seafood Slam. You have 40 plus restaurants. You have 4 blocks of activations. You have DJs. You have interactive experiences. You know, you want that day with the family.
Yep.
Friday night come for date night, and Saturday come with the family and enjoy.
Great
enjoy
live
the
music
season.
Saturday.
So-
You guys have great live music Saturday.
SoBeSeafoodFest.com. All right, Valerie, I want to know the top 5 biggest events, biggest things that have taken place in the last 13 years since you started this incredible event. What are the top 5 things?
Top 5 moments?
Yes, the top 5 moments.
One that was a terrible moment that turned into an amazing moment,
Uh-oh,
I would
I
say.
know
I was going to
Talk
throw
about
that.
Yeah, were you?
You're talking about
I know.
the-
The monsoon.
Am I thinking
The
the same
monsoon.
one?
The monsoon.
The monsoon.
We,
Yes,
by
yes,
the way,
yes.
we think the same because that's how much time we spent together. So one year, Chef Showdown, 20 chefs were out there, and all of a sudden, 4 o'clock, it monsoons in Miami Beach. It was like one of those it
Bad.
only rained on our event site. We're in Loomis Park from 10 to
It set a
13.
record for Miami Beach that day. I saw it on the news that night. Miami Beach sets a record. I'm looking going, 7.5 inches in less than 2 hours in one freaking spot.
And then it was
And
so
it was
sunny.
It was like a
on our
pond.
site.
So I cried.
Yes.
I actually
And
cried.
that-
So 20 chefs. I had them huddle under a tent. I was knee deep in water, and I said, please, for the love of God, I will beg you. I will do whatever it takes. Look at my children. Like, you need to come back for me. We have to do this. It was only like year 4.
And we
it
did
was the only time.
We did it the very next day.
The next day.
We did the festival during the
Festival.
day, and we did Chef Showdown at night. We only gave out 100 refunds out of 3,000 people. 100 refunds, and we had all 20 chefs show up the next.
All of our electric is underwater.
Wow.
We can't turn on a switch.
I was like, I don't know,
And so
figure it
she's
out.
crying to me, and I said, you need to go to the chefs with those tears, and I bet you it's going to work.
Diego, I can tell you that it worked. It worked on me. I sat in my car for 1.5 hours while you had the most amazing rain. It was raining so hard you couldn't open your door. And then when we finally could open the door, it was literally 6 inches of water, so we couldn't get out. I remember saying, I am not coming back the next
Ever.
day. This is not going to
then the
happen.
tears.
And then you
And then
came
I got
back.
the tears. But she called me about 11 o'clock at night with the tears. And I said, oh, no, I can't. We have already gotten rid of everything. But the tears worked on me, and we showed up the next day, and we pulled it off. It was
And
amazing.
That was like year 4, and now we're at 13. So you know what, it works out. And
right,
I would say
great.
that's a bad moment, but a good moment.
All right, so wait, that's number 5. What's number 4?
One of our battles, I would say, an epic battle was just some of the pairings that we've done throughout the year, like the Bodega Coyo
Well, I was
Taco
gonna say,
battles
yes,
were always so fun. The year that we launched, Ralph Pagano, he got into his accident when he got burned.
Yep.
And it was his first public coming out, and Bernie went up against him and lost.
Sympathy.
It was
It was
the
a
sympathy
sympathy
vote.
For
vote.
sure. I was.
The
Taco
taco battle has
battle.
always been one of the highlights each year. But I remember when you kicked
Thank you.
Koyo's butt.
You know what? Thank you for including me in 2 of those top. But I'm going to mention one more: the rematch between Naked
that
Taco
was
and
fun.
Bodega the 3rd year
the belt.
when he came back with the belt and all that.
And
I
you
took
took
my
it
belt
from him.
back.
You took
Yes.
it from
We've
him.
had a
I
lot
think
of great times.
One of the best things I've seen out there, like Joe's Stone Crabs, Andre's very creative when he was there, and it was amazing. And now he has his new place, Catch and Cut, which he's going to be coming back as a champions battle versus Sean at Meat Market, which is, they both have won 4 times.
That's
it's going to be an
huge.
Yes, that's
ultimate
gonna be a
surf and
beat. That's
turf
gonna be
battle.
good. Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Andre, for example, took a typical lobster roll, put it in a waffle cone, and served it to the public at the Saturday Festival.
Perfect.
And it became the most Instagrammable item that Joe's Stone Crab had been tagged in for months. Yeah,
Joe
is that-
Stone Crab, lobster roll, and a waffle cone is number 3.
I'll
What's number
take
2?
it.
Well, there's a couple
I'll
things.
take it.
Yeah, it's a lot of sampling out there.
Yeah.
It's changed. Saturday's festival is all inclusive now. We do a best bite of the festival day. So
Yes.
Friday night is all about the chefs. Saturday is about the restaurant as a whole. It's a big competition. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of sampling, and one ticket price, so everybody
We
can
do
afford.
this event called Walk and Grub, just an idea. And during the Walk and Grub, we do a selfie challenge.
Oh, cute.
And the picture that gets the most posts and tags, we give them an award. I'm just saying for exposure
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
restaurants
yeah.
and for
Yeah.
the chefs. If everyone wants to take a selfie with the chef that are giving out, because they're there giving out free samples.
All right, so
I
tasting.
mean,
We're talking
I don't know that
marketing.
I have
Hold
to
on,
say
Bernie.
that-
I'll tell you a story, and I don't know if it's the greatest, but it's personally, it's one of the greatest. This was year 2, and
Oh, yeah.
I was doing all the setup, and I'm lugging, cases of my brother came, and I told him where to park, and he came back, you need some help? I had him lug a case of beer to one of the bars. But when we were done, I was driving the truck that we loaded everything on. The tires, it was so heavy that when I was driving, I got a flat tire. Well, one of the things I had was all the cash from that day. So I had a lot of cash on me. I was by myself. I'm on the Palmetto. I have a truck that's so heavy, it blew the tires out. And I'm going, so how in the heck am I going to do this? Because it isn't safe. It's dark. And one way or another, I'm leaving, $50,000 worth of booze in the back, and I'm leaving, or I got a lot of cash on me. So I pug along. It takes me 2 hours. I go 10 miles an hour on the side roads. I get home. She finds out she's pregnant. Pregnant with Big Jack, our first, and we're
That's a
like,
great story.
holy
You know
cow.
what? You know what I thought he was going to say? He got stopped by a cop with a bunch of booze and cash, and they arrested him because they thought he was. All right, we're up to number
yeah.
one. What's
I
the
would say-
number one biggest event that's happened
Honestly,
in the
there's
last
been
13
so
years?
many moments. South Florida can do that. We have so many cultures here. We have so much fun. I mean, I have gotten to work with hundreds of chefs across South Florida, of Miami Beach. Like, I've had so much privilege of marketing all these locations that need our help, and I just think that's what it's about. You know what it is? It's when my whole family is on stage and the 5 of us are staring out after months and months of planning.
Yes.
It takes 1 full year of planning. We look out and there's 10,000 people staring at us,
right.
and
Yep.
we're just like, look what we've created in 13 years. I think that's what it's all about. The amount of restaurants, the amount of chefs, the amount of crazy dishes I've seen at Chef Showdown, and it's just amazing, the whole thing, and I just can't wait to see what else we're going to do.
Let me just ask you guys, what do you see? Is there an evolution to this coming into the future, or
You know, we'd
what's the
really like
evolution?
to see that we're doing, we have so many national brand partners, like Glenfiddich and Hendrix and Herradura and Jack Daniels, and then so many wine partners from Breakthrough Beverage really as a whole. that want to do these kind of intimate dinner series. They want us to expand on that a lot. Obviously Chef Showdown continuing to grow.
Because
Seafood
honestly,
Slam
I was
continue to
thinking
grow.
you guys need to take this nationally, right?
Well,
And every big city should have a Chef Showdown.
The concept,
agree.
we brought it
Right?
to Tampa.
We have it to
and
Tampa,
it's
we're in year 4 there.
We're in year 4.
And that's going great for you, huh?
Tampa Bay Wine and Food Festival. It's in April. We already have 900 million impressions for the destination in just 3 years.
So
We've
what
had
else
a
is
few
happening?
other cities.
Chef Showdown Orlando? What's next?
Well, baby, but we've got Atlantic City. We do a very big fishing tournament with Coach Jimmy Johnson in the summertime, and the city is one of our big sponsors and big partners of it.
Love it.
And they want to do the Atlantic City Food and Wine.
All right, guys, when we do Chef Showdown Vegas, let me know. I'm ready to hassle that. Diego, I don't know if you know this. I've had the honor of being with them for the last 9 years already. There's only one chef in Miami, I believe, that's won 6 times.
I'm guessing it's you?
Yep.
Okay.
And this year is going to be number
He
7.
thinks
Number
that he's going to
7.
win.
Six,
number
7.
I don't know, man. Lime is competing against you. It's a corporate I don't know,
Oh, Sharon, she whips out
She's
some
a tough one.
fabulous stuff. I mean,
Diego?
I'm all about the women in the kitchen. Let's just say that.
Diego,
Just not our kitchen.
Diego,
I heard you speaking to your kids on the phone. You're like, throw the pork chops on the grill. I'm like,
the kids got to
the
cook
kid's
themselves.
10 years old. He's
Robert Irvine MCs a lot of our events. We support his foundation very much, the Irvine Foundation, and we do a lot with him in Tampa. He lives in
He's a great
Tampa.
chef, yeah.
And when they're sitting there and they're learning about what truffle is from the
great.
chef Robert Irvine is teaching them, and all the chefs that are involved. I mean, you all treat our family like they're yours, and our
Yeah.
kids are so blessed. So
All right. So October 24th, Friday. What time does it start? I should know
7
this.
p.m. He should know
It
this.
starts at 7 p.m. Come and watch Bernie win number 7. Right? Get your tickets. Seafoodfest.com. How much are the tickets?
So tickets range from 160 to 175,
Okay.
depending on the day that you're buying. They're
Right.
very affordable. You come, everything's included. All you can eat, all you can drink, all the fun you
Are
can
there going to be
have.
tickets for us waiting at the door?
Well,
We discussed that. Grant's about to be a dad soon. It's probably.
and our marketing team always puts together great promotions and stuff, so be on the lookout.
Yeah.
There's
There's
always
a lot
ways
of
to
No,
get
promos.
no, no,
out
no.
there.
We're talking with the owners right now. No, let's get the
You're
marketing
coming,
team
you're
involved.
coming, you're coming.
And these tickets.
All right. Stay tuned, guys. I'm thrilled to be there, and congratulations.
Yep.
And I know the show's going to be amazing this year. All right. Everybody gets it. Diego, we want to know. These guys are local. We want to know what is your favorite burger place, guys? Burgers.
Ooh. I was on a burger hunt for a while.
Yep. I heard you did a burger crawl.
I did my own personal burger crawl.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I did. Yep.
Go. I know you guys
So-
think with the same brain. So
Where,
what's
where,
the
where, where do you go with? Keg?
Yes, in Pinecrest. Okay, so in Pinecrest, well, no,
Keg South?
2. Keg,
Keg-
the
the-
Keg,
the-
Keg
oh, the
South.
Keg
Oh,
South.
yeah. Keg, it's called?
Oh my God!
Keg
It's
South.
on US 1 and 104th in Pinecrest.
Oh, wow.
And then you got to go to Babe's Meats Counter. It's a counter and it's in Palmetto Bay, and it is. See, I went a
They
whole
sell
bunch of places.
sausages and all this
Oh
stuff.
my God.
But they make these burgers there.
I have
You
been
don't
on
even
the-
know that they're cooking.
We went to South Miami we went to Apocalypse. We went to a pop-up that was at the brewery in South Miami. I'm telling you, I took my husband on a burger tour. When I get something in my head, I'm like, I want to try everything. And I tried so many amazing burgers in town.
Babes.
Babes.
Nice.
And the Keg.
Babes and
I
Keg
tried
South.
probably 10.
2 good choices. Excellent.
I mean,
All right.
if, like Skinny Louie's in town, they're trying to make us. No, you got to go with the Keg
There you go.
or Babes.
Love it. All right, guys. Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza. 305. That's not easy. You guys got pizza out there in Palmetto Bay?
I mean, Miami's Best is always good, but Miami's Best
Miami's
Pizza.
Best
Have you heard
does
of
a
Miami's
good
Best?
job.
In
Yeah,
Coral
they do.
Gables.
Oh, no.
Miami's Best Pizza
Yeah,
is so
yeah,
good.
they do.
I mean, if you're just
Good
going,
choice.
if you're just going cheese pizza and you
Yeah.
just want little pizzas, you got to be thinking about casolas.
A slice of Casolas, right?
Slice just cheese, though.
Yeah, just cheese. Don't mess with it. Just
You know?
cheese.
If I'm doing one that's loaded with everything,
No.
there's a place Steve's Pizza down south that's
There you
good
go.
when it's loaded with everything.
Yeah.
You know, so it all depends on what you're looking for.
I agree. I'm going to go ahead and second. Casolas on US 1 and 17th. All right, guys. Let's see. Romantic. How about when you're ready to take Val and you want to impress her still? You know, you guys have been married for a while.
So
Things are
we've
getting a
been
little
having-
stale.
We've been having some really great meals. You know, there's a little bit for everyone. So obviously, if we want a family night, you know, we hit Avanti, we hit Anna Capri down by us. You know, the kind of, you know, local night. We just had a fabulous meal with Danny Genham at Daniel's.
Daniel's
It was
great.
fantastic.
Where's Daniel's?
Oh my God, in South Miami.
South Miami.
The service was impeccable. You know, it's definitely a pretty penny, but at the same time, you know what you're getting, and
Yeah.
you're leaving on a
It's
perfect
worth it,
note.
yeah, if it's worth it.
perfect.
You know, we have a lot of great memories and great milestones at Joe's that we've done. We got engaged at Joe's.
And
Oh,
Jimmy,
wow.
State was there.
my friend Jimmy Pastor is taking over the chef program there, and I'm
Yes.
excited. They have some new dishes coming out at Joe's. That's going to be really exciting for this season.
Nice.
Joe's Stone Crab, ever evolving. Excellent, guys. Diego, what else?
Nothing. It's a slow
What's your
weekend for
favorite
me.
restaurant?
Oh, I mean, I'm local. I'll go to Cafe Primo Pasta.
Oh my God, I grew up
The
on that.
Avalon Hotel is a great restaurant,
very
too.
good.
Obviously, Cafe Bernie, they have good burgers here, right, Bernie?
We do.
There you go. Yep.
You don't serve only tacos? He's in the taco battle, everyone. You think he's going to win? I don't know.
Best tacos, by far.
He has won it a few times.
Yeah.
I do know that.
I'm
Great
excited
talk.
to see, we have some new restaurants like Zaitinia and the Jose Andres Group just opened at Ritz-Carlton South Beach. You know, the Andaz has some new restaurants. There's a bunch of new restaurants opening at some of the
Yeah,
hotels
I think we got
down here.
named #1 city, right? Restaurant
Well,
city
you're
for
in the
foodies.
business.
we
There's
just
so
got named.
many places
Yeah.
now. There's so much
So many great
competition.
chefs.
You know what Todd always says, which I like? You have to be good at one thing.
Yeah.
What are you known for? And people are going to come no matter what. Like, you go to Casola's because you know they have good cheese pizza when you're in the mood for
doubt.
pizza. You know, you go to the keg
And you
'cause
might
want
order a bunch
burger.
of other stuff, but you are going to have that.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
brought you. That dish
The
brought you
keg's
there.
got the best
Yeah.
wings.
Well, they still got
Florida.
the whole wings where it's the whole wing, not
Yeah.
the little half wings that they started doing about 20 years ago.
Well, I'll tell you,
Boneless wings, yes.
there's a dish at Golden Rule, my Golden Rule family. I have to give them a plug, only because they have this crab stuffed lobster. I mean, it is one of the most gorgeous dishes I've ever had, and my kids love it too.
Well, we went there the other night
Kid-friendly.
because Pacifico, one of our
We did a great
sponsors,
promo
did a promo there. So Val asked me to stop by. So I brought Cole after his football game, and he said, "I think I'm going to get the lobster, stuffed lobster tonight." I'm like, "Okay." Well, he's looking at the menu and he changed his mind to the poke bowl.
Oh, yeah, the
he
great
goes,
one.
"Dad, I just saved you $20." He's like his mother. They spend a lot, but they're saving me money while they're doing it.
Guys, congratulations on very successful shows, very
Yeah.
successful family,
Team, yeah.
very beautiful. I'm thrilled to have been a part of the evolution.
No, we
of this whole
appreciate
show.
you for being there all
And
these years, too.
you ain't getting rid of me until I lose, and this year is not going to be that. So
Oh.
next year, look for Bernie to do number 8. Okay?
Lime, you have some competition. We're
Let's
excited.
Diego, it's going to be like the
Yeah,
October
yeah.
22nd.
A loco's going to win. A loco's going to win.
October 22nd through the 25th, SoBeSeafoodFest.com.
Yep.
It's going to
That's
be a
right.
lot of fun.
there.
SoBeSeafoodFest.com. You got to
Yeah.
be there Friday night.
Thanks, guys, for coming
Cheers.
on.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
See you next week.
Okay.